What's up, guys? I'm just a gamer, and I'm here with another discussion video. It was announced yesterday that E3 was officially canceled, and honestly, it wasn't really all that surprising. I mean, at first, Microsoft and Ubisoft came out publicly, backing the event, but then, literally weeks ago, Microsoft back out, and then Ubisoft back out, and at that point, pretty much everyone knew this was coming. And a lot of people are saying it's because it was too sudden. People didn't know that E3 was going to happen this year until it was too late past the time where people can set things up. And that's something I've heard, but I don't know how much of that is true. But regardless, this cancellation, while it was foreseen, it's still a bummer. Just because this E3, I know a lot of people think of E3 and they just think of the big companies, their big announcements. But you have to remember that E3 is also a place where smaller games go to get shown off, to get, try to, create buzz for themselves. And it's also a place where creators, and now the last few that happened, even consumers could go and try out these new games, because unless you're a creator, in the upper echelon, you really can't get hands on with a lot of these games. You don't know, you don't have contacts yet or like that. So going to E3, you can like preview a lot of these games and give your thoughts on them and things like that. And like I said, the last few, they've allowed consumers to join in on that, and that's something that I at one point wanted to attend. I just never could. I didn't have the money and I didn't have the time to fly out there. So you know while it was inevitable and a lot of people are just saying who cares about E3 being canceled, I say I do. I mean, despite all the, I want to say, I don't want to say negativity, but bad press that E3 has gotten in recent years, there's no denying that some of the most memorable moments in gaming happened at E3. I mean, Halo 3 being shown off, Final Fantasy 7 remake getting announced, like, you know, all these games that all these moments in gaming history can be traced in some way back to E3. And it's a bummer that it's not happening this year, but also just because of how things have been progressing lately with all these companies having their own, doing their own thing, and not really wanting to be part of anything else but themselves. It feels like we don't get that like the community, like all of gaming in that one moment, sharing these moments. It's like everyone's out for themselves. And as much as I like single player games and things of the like, I like the video game community as a whole. I like when games bring us together. Forums, people debating, talking. So like to see these companies being just like only self-centered in a way is kind of a bummer. And I was hoping E3 would again bridge those gaps, bring the community as a whole back together again. And it's not happening this year, and it may not happen again because, like I said, how things are progressing. The only thing that might, I'm not gonna say replace, well, yeah, I actually would say the only thing that might replace that or take over for that would be Summer Game Fest with Keighley. They've already shown that the last 4 years, is it? How many Summer Game Fests have happened yet? I think it's 4. I think, no, this will be 4 this year. And point is, they've done a fantastic job, and they've actually doing, I would say, sometimes even a better job of showing off not just big companies and their games, but smaller indie people and indie games. And I think, again, that's a thing that the community really needs. And again, I am bummed E3 is canceled. It was, again, a lot of people saw it coming, figured it was inevitable, and maybe, hopefully, Summer Game Fest will rise up to the occasion and bring those moments and like the community I crave. And that's my hope, because again, all these companies are wanting to do their own thing, so they may prop themselves up closer to do something in within that time frame, just because it's been so ingrained within the gaming industry that June E3 is like, that is the time frame people are expecting to see stuff for games. So it's just funny to me that like, even though E3 is not happening, like everyone still gravitates to that time frame. So that's why Summer Game Fest happens then, and that's why a lot of publishers are more than likely gonna have events during that same week of June that E3 would have been. And yeah, again, I just wanted to give these quick thoughts and personal feelings of mine about E3 out there. And I am sad it's canceled, and I hope that Summer Game Fest can deliver. And if this is the end of E3 in total, I would just gonna say that despite a few bumpy E3s, it's been a wild ride. So many fantastic memories. It's just sad to see you go this way, honestly. But I am hopeful for the future, and what's to come. Honestly, I really hope more events like Summer Game Fest and E3 will arise to bring the community back together again, and just bring these companies in a more joyous form instead of antagonistic form with each other. So yeah, again, I'm rambling on. I'm probably not making any sense, but these are just my quick feelings on this and the announcement as a whole. I would love to know your thoughts. I mean, do you have any favorite E3 memories? I mean, have you been to E3? I would love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Please leave me any feedback. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And until next time, take care and have a good game.